Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to show three recent pickups here, and I want this kind of be more of a discussion than just to show my pickups. Three players from the 60s. These are all going to be cards from 1962 that were all Hall of Famers, all great players in their own right. And the question I'm asking here today is, which one do you think was better? Which one was the better ball player? Which one is the better investment as far as card collecting goes? Ultimately, my goal is to kind of beef up my collection a little bit. I don't have a whole lot of these three players, but I'm looking to get more. And you'll probably see that in my next video, which will recap some of my more recent pickups. But here on this one, I just wanted to show these three cards and kind of have the discussion. Obviously, you can see the first one here, this 1962 Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron played 23 years in the major leagues. He was an all-star, 21 years in a row, actually. He won one MVP and finished in the top three 7 different times. Won one World Series title. When it was all said and done, he finished with a batting average of .305, 755 home runs, 3,771 hits, 2,297 RBIs, and then 6,856 total bases. So he was an outstanding hitter. He was a good defensive player. He did have 3 Gold Glove awards, so he wasn't all just about offense. So he is probably considered maybe the greatest home run hitter of all time. Definitely held the record before Barry Bonds broke it 10 years ago. So looking at the next player here, the great Willie Mays. Once again, Willie Mays came into the league in 1951, won Rookie of the Year. Then in '52, he only played 34 games before he had to go join the Army. And he was in the Army for the rest of the '52 year and all of '53. So in total, he probably lost around 260 games just for being his service to the U.S. military, which I can totally respect that as a military member. So career-wise, he was a .302 lifetime batting average. He had 660 home runs, 3,283 hits, and RBI-wise, he had about 1,903 RBIs and just over 6,000 total bases. Hank Aaron only had 3 Gold Gloves. Willie Mays had 12. He won them all in a row in his peak years. Also like Hank Aaron, he won 1 World Series title. So really a great player, and if you consider those 260 games that he lost due to his military service, which isn't really his fault, you know, it was just the era in time. It was the Vietnam War conflict going on, or not the Vietnam, but the Korean conflict going on. So he got pulled in to serve. You take those 260 games, he probably would have hit over 700 home runs, probably would have had 3,500 hits, definitely would have had over the 2,000 RBIs. Considering that his first year when he came back in '54 after service was maybe his best year ever, where he hit 345, 41 home runs, and 110 RBIs. And he did that in like 151 games. So you figure what he could have done in about 260 games around that same time span. Yeah, he could have definitely put up some bigger numbers, but still had a great career. Definitely considered one of the all-time greats. So the third card that I want to show, let me just move this sideways here. Roberto Clemente. So Clemente came into the league in '55. All three of these players came into the league when they were 20 years old and all had long careers. So Clemente came in. He did win 1 MVP. He finished in the top 3 voting 2 times. In his 18-year career, he batted .317, 240 home runs. He hit that, got to the magical 3,000 hits in his last year. Had over 1,300 RBIs and 4,492 total bases. Like Mays, he was a very good defensive player. Had 12 Gold Gloves, all won in a row. And he, unlike Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, won 2 World Series. One in 1960 and also won another one in 1971. So a couple years apart, but still he's got as many World Series titles as both Hank Aaron and Willie Mays combined. Obviously, Clemente's career was cut short. He only played till the age of 37 because of that accident where he was killed New Year's '73, I think it was, trying to fly some aid into his native Puerto Rico, and the plane went missing and crashed in the ocean and never to be heard from again, unfortunately. So the question I'm asking you, of these three Who do you think is the best player? Who do you think is the best to collect? So go ahead and post in the remarks below, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks again for watching.